You Choose Radio. This is the Positive Forces show. Always giving you more, sending you positive vibes to change your lives. This is Kimone Hall. Listen to us live on You Choose Radio. Co-hosts are not with me today, but I should be having a guest co-host. He'll be coming on soon. Going to be giving tributes to mothers today. So make sure you keep it locked with us here on You Choose Radio. How's everyone doing? I hope y'all are doing blessed. We always start out with prayer, so I'm going to just pray and just ask God to be with us. Father God, in your name, Jesus, we thank you for your love. We thank you for your grace and your mercies. We thank you for being God and ruler of our lives. We thank you, Lord God, for this day. Oh God, for this season for mothers. I pray, Lord God, that you will touch each and every mother right now, expectant mothers as well. I pray, Lord God, Jesus, that you will have them to have a beautiful weekend in you. And if their sons aren't with them, I pray, Lord God, Jesus, that you'll give them comfort. Thank you, Lord God, for those that do have their mothers and those that don't. Give them comfort as well, Lord Jesus. In your precious name we pray. Stay with us. We're going to be talking about mothers. We'll have a panel of men on. We'll be talking a little bit about their mothers today.
My special mother and all mothers over the world.
All right, this is Jack Crew.
Mama finds you done many struggle with us over the years. We love you.
So this one is for you, mamas.
Love you, my mother. Endless. Yeah. Queen of my heart. Yeah. All the mothers of the world, this is for you. This one's for you, mom. Been through the trouble you won.
You Choose Radio.
Yes, you're doing. Wash my clothes and cook me food and when I see perform, she's the greatest mom. Mama, I love you, queen of my home. Oh,
call all the mothers, tell them to listen in.
oh,
YouChooseRadio.com.
to our mothers of the world, sing this for you, diamonds for you, rubies and pearls. Mothers of the world, sing this for you, gold crown for you, queen of the world. Just one queen in this world, it's you, oh mama, oh mama. One favorite girl in this world, it's you, oh mama, oh mama. First the uniform, send me school, send one.
Pick up yourself, all the mothers.
She's a loser. Mama, I love you, I love you, I love you, yeah. Queen of my heart. Mothers of the world, sing this for you, diamonds for you, jewelry and pearls. Mothers of the world, sing this for you, gold crown for you, queen of the world. She want me know, she feed me happy. And when me suck, she make
Happy Mother's Day weekend.
and when me brood, she tell me happy. Mama, yeah. She do it alone without me daddy. Just still provide when she not have it. Oh, hey, hey, oh. There is just one queen in this world. Oh, mama. one favorite girl, your mama, oh mama, yeah. This one's for you, mom. Been through the struggle, you won. God bless your two ones. Wash me clothes and cook me food and a sip of mom. She's the greatest mom. Mama, I love.
Man, I tell you, some people are like, oh my God, what do they do for Mother's Day? I hope you're doing something special for the mothers in your life. And listen, you don't have to only give something to your mother, the one that gave birth to you. You can always give something to the ones that are mothers. All right? You have to let them feel special too. Yes.
One favorite girl.
Let them feel special. Let them know that you care.
Oh, mama, yeah.
Big tune.
You, mom. Into the struggle, you won. God bless your two ones. Wash me clothes and cook me food and a sip of mom. She's the greatest mom. Mama, I love you, love you, love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mama, I love, love you. Mama, I love you,
Yes, yes, yes. Pick up yourself to all the mothers.
Oh my,
Sizzler.
oh mama, don't cry. Gonna keep you by the flame so high.
Reaching out to all the mothers in the world. Time's just the way things are to be, yeah.
Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. It's my words and my offering. Mama, I will never let you down. I'll never go away. I'll always be around. You know why you do it, such love that you found. I'm always gonna let you wear that crown. Through the roughest of times, you maintain your calm towards your only end, while sheltering me from the storm. And when it's cold, you wrap me in a towel so warm. Oh my, oh my, I'm so glad I was born. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. So thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. This is my word. I'm gonna make you so proud. Such good son you have. You're the one who teaches me all the good from the bad. Even when the system keeps pressuring my dad, you got iron. Thanks be unto the most high God. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. All my vision, aspiration, I owe it all unto you. It's my words and my offering. I'm a big man now, that's how things go. Things you do to survive, only time knows.
Yes, yes, yes. This is You Choose Radio. Giving tribute to mothers. This is a song for mama.
Taught me everything you've given me. I always keep it inside. You never got me in my life. Yeah. isn't anything or anyone that I could be, and it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have you by my side. Oh, you were there for me to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me. No one else can be what you have been to me. You will always be the girl in my life for all time.
Come on, come on.
Mama, you know I love you. Ooh, you know I love you, Mama. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the stars. Yes, it is. Mama, I just want you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Make sure you're showing love to your mothers.
Yes, it is.
Not just on this weekend, but every day.
Yes, it is. Oh, you're always down for me, have always been around for me, even when I was bad. You showed me right from my wrong. Yes, you did. And you took up for me when everyone was down on me. You always did understand. You gave me strength to go on. There were so many times looking back when I was so afraid. And then you come to me and say to me, I could face anything. And no one else can do what you've done for me. You'll always be, you will always be the girl in my life. Ooh, Mama, Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. Mama,
This one's all for the mothers.
Mama, you're the queen of my heart. You are. Your love is like tears from the stars. Your love is like tears from the stars. Mama, I just want you to know. Mama, I just want you to know. Loving you is like food to my soul. Never gonna go a day without you. Fills me up just thinking about you. I'll never go a day without my mother. You know, mama, you know I love you. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. The queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the stars. Your love is like tears from the stars. Mama, I just want you to know. Mama, loving you is like food to my soul. Loving you is like food to my soul. Oh, yeah. You are the food.
Yes. Mothers out there, we love you. I want to say a special happy Mother's Day to my mother. Oh, Veronica Ellis. I love you so much. I want to thank you for being the pillar of strength that you are. And of course, for raising both myself and my son, and my brother. And it has been a fantastic time learning from you. And so I just want to say that with all our hearts from David and myself, that we love you, Mom. Remember, there were times when we didn't want to do exactly what you wanted us to do, but that's all right. We had to learn. And because we learned, we were able to impart now into our kids. Hey, you know how funny that is that sometimes we don't want to hear what our parents have to say. But then eventually, when you have your own children and tough times come, you always revert to the things of your parents. You're gonna find the words that was said to you, and it's just gonna come out. That happened to me the other day. Anyway, we have some men that will be coming on, some guests that will be coming on, and stay tuned for that. We'll have a men's panel. Yes, yes, yes. We have on Mr. Hatter. He'll be on. See you on, sir. Get you on pretty soon. All right, all right, all right. This is a positive force to show y'all on You Choose Radio. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Atlanta. It's actually windy, 70-something degrees. Yes, yes, yes.
Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. Mama, my freedom, my heart. Your love is like tears from the sky. Mama, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. Loving you is like food to my soul. Never gonna go a day without you. Fills me up just thinking about you. I never go a day without my mother. You know, mama, you know,
Some of you know you haven't spoken to your mother in a very long time. Please give her a call.
Mama, you're the queen of my heart. The queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the stars.
Doesn't matter what happens. Let bygones be bygones and give her a call. Tell her that you love her.
Loving you is like food to my soul. Loving you is like food to my soul.
Mr. Hatter, welcome to You Choose Radio, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Let's do a test. Let's do a test. I want you to say hello.
Hold on 1 second. I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's see my volume. Bluetooth on.
Baby, and the baby would never be with me, but I was
This is Tupac, y'all. Tupac Shakur.
Before Tupac was born, I was real happy because I had a son.
When I was
Dear mama.
mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see a face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the shed tears with my baby sister. But for the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things was wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell. hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whoop into my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was the black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me,
You choose
there's
radio.
no way I can pay you back, but the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Yes, 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 Mr. Hatter. It's a pleasure to have you on. How are you doing, sir?
I can hear you just a little bit.
You
I don't
can't
know
hear
what's going on with. I don't know. Maybe it's my end
me, man.
or.
You have to turn up that volume, man. Turn up that volume.
Okay, hold on.
Close
Let
your
me see if
window.
I can.
No love for my
Let me
daddy.
see if I can adjust the settings
You're
without
live. You're
without
live. You're
Cause my
live.
anger wouldn't let me feel full
without
shame.
disconnection.
They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out, started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. Hope you got the diamond necklace that
Okay,
I
I can hear
said.
you. I can hear you better now. Do you hear me?
All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Positive Forces Show.
And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the
Okay,
kitchen.
I think I got you now.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How you
I'm
doing?
doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. I see you driving out there.
Yeah. I apologize. I'm headed to a graduation party for a young lady that recently graduated college.
Oh,
So, that's where I'm headed to.
oh, wow. Okay. That's good. That's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be having some other men come on, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We're going to start with who we have. How about that?
Oh yeah.
So this Mother's Day, I mean, I don't know, is your mom still here with us?
yeah. Yeah. She actually, it's funny. My mom is in her uh, in her early 70s, and she unfortunately has some health problems, and so I just moved her in with me just about 3 months ago now.
Really? Oh my gosh, that is
So
awesome.
so she lives with myself, my wife, and my son,
Yes.
and yeah.
Wow, that is awesome that you're able to be able to give back. That's the cycle of life, right? Isn't it funny? Like, how do you when you first started
Yeah.
seeing your when you first started seeing your mother turn and started to age? Can you remember that time in your life? Like, what happened in your mind?
Um. Well, I mean, you know, um, she, like I said, she's in her early 70s, and she's from a different generation
Yeah,
than this one. They weren't as health conscious and about exercise and
yeah,
like the generations are now,
right, right,
right? I mean, so everybody's vegan, or everybody don't eat red meat, and all kind of stuff. Everybody's trying to exercise, trying to stay in shape, trying to just stay around, live as long as they possibly can. And so, that wasn't necessarily the mentality um, of her generation. And
true.
so it was kind of like, do what you want to do, eat what you want to eat,
Mhm.
you know, get exercise whenever you can, however you can. So, um, her, she, it's not that she is the most healthiest person in the world. It's just sometimes when you don't watch your diet, and, things like that, you're not drinking enough water. Sometimes those things can catch up with you. And so, but she realized that, and so now she's walking.
Mhm.
Uh, she's walking, and she's definitely drinking more water, and just doing what she can to exercise. And she's doing what she can. She, like I said, she's in her early 70s. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
can't ask too much of her.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, because yeah, that generation don't care much about. I mean, maybe now they're starting to get acclimated to what's going on and probably embrace the idea of eating more healthier and doing some exercises. I've seen some older folks in their 70s and 80s exercising that will
Yeah,
like knock us
yeah,
out of the park.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's good. It's good to see that. It's good to see that everybody, so it's important.
Yeah.
It's important. It's a lot of stuff that can, take you down, take your health down. I mean, we just had, the pandemic. We're still in the pandemic with COVID, and so, you want to be as healthy as you possibly can, for as long as you can, for yourself and for your family.
Right, 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 right. Right. So, all right. So, a lot of people don't like the topic about, you have to choose between your mother and your wife or your girlfriend. Like, who comes first? Like, say you have to save somebody, man. I don't know, put you on the spot. You have your daughter, you have your mother, and you have your wife. Is that a question that you could answer?
Well, that one is, yeah, that question. But my mom understands that it's me and my wife now.
All right.
I have to live with my wife. My mom, she's with us now, but you know, my wife and I, we've been together, a number of years, and so just like what the Bible said, you leave your mother and father, and you cleave with your wife, and so my mom understands. My mom understands that, uh, my wife comes first, but she's right there though, and it's good. It's great. My wife and my mom have a good relationship.
That's good.
You know, um, yeah, my wife is hanging out with my mom more than I do. I don't have all the time in the world, but my wife just for some reason just seem to have more time than I do to hang out with her, and they go out and do stuff together, and so they have a good relationship. So I'm fortunate.
All right, that's good. That's good. I was watching some clips, right? There's some clips about what is it called? It's some clip. There's a show where the mother, the son, and the wife they all live together, and of course, because of that, it's on TLC. Because of that, that causes a lot of animosity in the relationship. Not necessarily with the mother, but definitely with the wife sometimes, because the mother is just she just told her son, she was like, listen, I don't like this woman for you.
Uh,
And he's like, Mom, I mean, she's right here. Like, and he handled it nicely, but what are your thoughts on stuff like that? Living with your mom and but you, like you said, you have a great situation. So, that doesn't apply to you, but what if, man? What if?
yeah, the thing is that unfortunately, um, that's a lot of times that's when the man he's got to really have some backbone, if you will.
All
He's got
right.
to have some backbone, and really kind of stand up for what he needs to stand up for.
Yeah.
And and, and a lot of times men don't understand, don't they confuse themselves. They because there's no ambiguity. There's no ambiguity there. I mean, um, you basically are trying to go against God's law,
Mm.
trying to split those two, and it's like, no, you married now, so you gotta, you one with your wife, and so your mom is your mom, and you
Mhm.
respect her, you love her, yeah, but you gotta kind of bring the two together, and basically be the man. Just be the man. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to be the man for your wife. You got to be the man for your mother. And
Right.
it's like if there's an issue between the two,
Hmm.
then a lot of times that's a result of him not standing up and saying what he's supposed to say or do what he's supposed to do. as a man. So I'm I'm the type of guy. I put a lot of blame on men. I put a lot of blame on the men.
Good,
So that
good.
even though it's a partnership, it's a two-way thing with husband and wife, but when a mom's involved, then the husband, he's really kind of in a graceful way, in a gentle way, talk to his wife and to his mom, and just be the man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's be the man. All right. All right. All right. All right. Because I think they get caught up in, hey, I'm still a son, but I'm a man too, but I don't want to hurt my mother. I don't
Yeah.
want to say something that's gonna have her put the guilt trip on or
Well, it's a lot of times. Yeah, I mean, what happens is, and you know this, um, is that a lot of men, you could be 40 years old and still be a little boy.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you can be 40 years old and have that little boy mentality.
true.
No, man, when you become a man, you gotta have a man's mentality, and so that's the problem. A lot of men have a little boy's mentality. It's like they tell their wife, oh, I like my mama's cooking better. I like your cooking. Well, now you're gonna have some problems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
you're gonna have some problems. You live with your wife. I mean, why can't you like both their cooking? So
All right.
and ain't nothing wrong with that, but a lot of men still have little boys' mentality. It's like they that little 9-year-old boy that their mama raised, but mentally. But it's like when you get older, you got to drop that.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
The comparison, like why do you need to compare to say which one's cooking is better? Like you said, if the food is good, just enjoy the food.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, it's basically so many ways that the man don't even understand that he contributes to an environment or a relationship that's not harmonious. It's like you don't even you subconsciously contributing to your mom and wife's relationship and making it worse and don't even realize it.
I had
So
to give you an air horn for that. Did you hear it?
yeah, I hear it. I hear the horn.
That was definitely because I'm like, yes, that is so absolutely true,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. The
Oh
men
yeah.
did a lot of the things, and then they blame it on the wife. But you put a wife in a situation where it's uncomfortable, and that can cause friction.
Yeah. A lot of men, a lot of men, I'm gonna be just honest with you, right?
Yeah, that's
So,
what we want. That's what we want.
so what God, I believe God gave man. I think He gave men like the bigger responsibility to kind of lead and be an example, with their wives. And so I think a lot of men, like you said, a lot of men put a lot of responsibility on the wife. Well, that they do, but that's only because they're not taking care of their responsibilities in the relationship.
There you
And
go.
so, and they're confused about how to go about that, and they think that their wife is their enemy or is against them. Where my wife, I tell my friends get mad at me. My buddy friends, I tell them, I say, hey man, friends I've been friends with for 30 years. I've only been married for 17 years, but I say, hey man, my wife's my best friend.
Wow, of
They
course.
be like, what? They be like, man, don't say that. Don't say that. Like, are you crazy?
They get jealous.
I said, are you crazy? No, dude, she's my best friend because she, you gotta have each other's back when you're married. And a lot of men don't know how to have their wives back. That's
That's
really what it comes down to.
Oh my gosh, I need you on the show a little bit more. I can't believe you actually saying some of these things. I know you probably have some men right now that are probably cringing, like, what is he saying? Is he really saying that? But it's the
Oh,
truth.
man, they be like, man, that guy needs to shut up, be quiet, man. But it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of men, they they just they just confused on their role as men.
Yeah, true.
You know, your wife is there. And like I always tell my buddies, right? Like you have to, because they say, well, my wife is always nagging, or she's always doing this or doing that. You first of all had to understand that your wife means wants the best for you.
Right.
She wants the best for you. It may not always sound like that.
Uh-huh.
So if she's telling you to clean up your socks off the floor, if she's telling you to fold your clothes, or can you help out with the dishes, that's kind of teaching you responsibility. That's teaching you to kind of share the workload, and just to kind of keep your environment clean, keep your house clean. And so a lot of times, men just kind of they misconstrued what their wife does or says. For it's like you're against me, or you're hounding me, or you're nagging me. And it's like no, she's not nagging. She just wants the best for you. Like my wife reminds me of stuff all the time. She, and it sound like it can just, most people, it might sound like she's bickering or nagging, but I'll be needing to remind her of stuff, right?
See?
I'll be like, oh man, you're right.
Yeah, right. That's good.
I'll be like, oh man, thank you for reminding me about that.
See?
Or it's just stuff like that. So it's about men and husbands and sons, just changing their perspective. Just change your perspective to see your relationship differently, to see your community differently, to see the world differently. And that's the same thing I tell my son. My son, my son. My son is 13. He's 13, seventh grader. And I said, hey son, it's about changing your perspective. It's about having the right perspective. Right. It's about having the right perspective. Like he plays basketball, and he used to, not anymore, because I talked to him, right? I explained to him, it's like, dude, if the ref calls a foul on you, it's not the end of the world. Right. You don't have to get like so upset that the ref is calling a foul on you. It's not like he's gonna take you in the back of the gym and whip you with a cane just because you got one foul. Dude, it's a game. Where you gotta have the right perspective. He's like, oh dad, you're right. It's a game. And so it's about having the right perspective of your relationship, having the right perspective with your mom, with your wife, with your coworkers, with everyone, with yourself, with your children. A lot of times, men don't have the right perspective, with their children. It's like you gotta have the right perspective with your children too.
Right. And have a balance, an even balance. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What are some of the fond memories that you have growing up with your mother that you would want to remind her of when she looks back at this show?
Oh, my mom, fond memories growing up. My mom is that my mom, she's very funny. She's very funny. She's very smart. And just the conversations that we've had together, just the conversations. Having family over. She's big on family. Family coming over and just her always taking us over to my cousin's house, so we can have that bond. My mom, she was really into the church, and she still is really into the church, and so she took me to church every Sunday.
Good.
It was like it wasn't a thing. It's like kids now. Even my son, he'd be like, "Do I have to go to church?" I just want to sleep in. It's like, nah, dude, if I'm going to church, you're going to church.
That's
But
right.
my mom, my mom and my father, he wasn't there. I didn't have a father. But,
Okay.
my mom, she took me to church all the time. And she read the Bible to me. And I was that kid in the pink suit, during Easter, standing at the front of the church, saying my Easter poem.
All
Uh, you know,
right.
so I was that kid. I was that kid. And so, just my mom, just spending time with my mom. My mom just being so funny. She's still funny even today. She's still funny, and we have really good conversations. So those are some of the fond memories I have.
Wow, that's good. That's good. My mom, she used to make us go to church as well. And I did like it. I did like it sometimes. But sometimes I wanted to hang out with my cousin and they would be going to a party or something. And
Right.
my mom like, oh, no, 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 no. We're Christians. No party for you. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
ah. But yeah, I grew up in the church. I'm still
Right.
in the church, thank God. And now I'm just like, man, God, thank my mom for being
Yeah. Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
hold
Oh
me
yeah.
tight to be like, yeah, listen, it's either God or nothing. God
Hmm.
or nothing. And you appreciate it because look at the times that we're living in. And I cannot imagine living this life without God in it. Like, woo.
Right. No, no. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Mom lays that foundation. She lays that foundation. So that foundation of love, foundation of um, just having um, the mental strength that you need to really kind of navigate life.
Yeah.
Because you need that spiritual aspect of yourself to be strong, and so that's where moms come in. I think dads oftentimes are a little different, um,
Mhm.
but moms I think do that more so. They kind of give you that spiritual foundation, that spiritual foundation of love and principles that you need growing up that help you.
Right.
Grow.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. All right. Wow. So I hope you I'm sure just from what you're saying, I'm sure you have your son probably going to be cooking up some stuff for tomorrow. I know I can't I don't want you to say it because I know we don't want the surprise to be let out. But make sure that your son does what he's supposed to do.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. My wife, she actually went out of town this weekend with our daughter, so she's doing that. But my mom is home, and so uh, we're gonna spend some time tomorrow. Uh, uh, spend some time today before I left the house, but tomorrow we'll probably myself and my nephew will probably take her out to dinner and just spend a little time with her. And, just do what we do. Do what we
Okay,
normally do. Just hang out and just love on each other.
that's good. That's good. That's good. So how has like as a man, so how has your relationship with your mother impact your personality in general? Yes, she took you to church, but how did that pretty much shape you? Just living with your mother, learning from your mother, how did it help you to become the man that you are now?
Um, that's a good question. I mean, definitely. Like I said, if my mom really um, didn't really take me to church, if she didn't, if she didn't give me that foundation,
Hmm.
really kind of helped me, because I believe you have to learn yourself from you know inside out. You have to learn your spiritual self first,
Hmm.
and knowing who you are, what you are. Um, um, you have to have a God consciousness.
Hmm.
Obviously that doesn't mean being a perfect person,
Hmm.
but you have to have have to have some morals. You have to have some morals, some principles, and it's without that. I mean, I wouldn't be the person who I am today. I know that for sure. So
Right.
so I definitely credit my mom with that. Um, and it basically, and it gave me really kind of almost like a spiritual mental jumpstart. And I think that's what parents are supposed to do. They're supposed to give kids that spiritual mental jumpstart. And the only way really to do that is by really nurturing and your spirit, nurturing your soul, feeding your soul the same way we feed our bodies. So you have to feed your soul with positivity, with encouragement,
That's right.
and with power and with strength. And the only real true place to get that is through God's word and through having that relationship with God and understanding whose you are and what you are.
Ah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's
Mhm.
good. That's good. That's good. I love it.
Mhm.
Woo! So many people, man. It's like, especially the kids that we teach. I mean, you're an educator, and
Yep.
you see how these kids are. And hey, let me tell you, it warmed my heart the other day. One of the kids pulled out a book and I turned around and it said the Holy Bible. I almost fell to the floor. The
Yeah.
population we serve. We saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that. I was just like, man, I had no qualms with anything. I was just like, okay, keep
Yeah.
going. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you're reading
Yeah. I
that.
mean, because the thing is that the population of kids that we serve, I think, and all kids too, come on, is that they're searching.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think all people are really searching for God, and they're searching for God. They're searching for that strength. Um they're searching for uh that joyous place. They're searching for peace, right? They're searching for peace. They're searching for um
they have to
uh
fill that void, and
yeah,
they're
yeah. And the kids are searching for that. I mean, I have kids too that I teach, and I see them wearing crucifixes.
yeah,
And now these are some of the most misbehaved kids ever. But
right.
it's like, oh man, you got on a crucifix.
Hmm.
And they may not always know what it means, but they know that it's something about that crucifix that they want to wear it around their neck.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it's dear to them having that crucifix on.
Hmm.
And I think they have an idea of what it means and what it signifies, but
Hmm.
it just I think indicates that kids as well as adults they really are in search of God to fill that void.
Hmm.
And a lot of times they don't know where to look. Um, they don't know when to look or where to look.
Hmm.
But they know that there's something. They know that there's something there in terms of the 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 lack of peace and lack of joy that they have in their lives, and they're like, something's not right about this. This shouldn't be the way it is. I shouldn't feel like this. I shouldn't think like this. And so they they're searching. They're searching. And so I think that's what like that kid that in your class that you saw that had the Bible, had the book,
Yeah.
they're searching for answers. But and the unfortunate thing is that uh, the parents oftentimes don't know how to lead their children in that. They don't. It's kind of like you don't recognize that your child is struggling in whatever area, whether it's depression or maybe there is peer pressure with
Yeah.
their friends to drink or to smoke or to do with all kind of stuff. I mean, and parents just oftentimes aren't engaged with their kids to be able to recognize that you really need to take your child by the hand and really kind of read that Bible with them, kind of pray with them and talk to them and engage with them. So, but a lot of parents, this generation of parents, for some reason, just simply don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some do, most don't. And I've spoken to parents, and it's just like, I don't know what to do with my child. If they act up, call the police. I'm done. And I'm just like, oh man,
Yeah,
mothers, what are you doing?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Literally told me, hey, there's nothing else I can do. So there's so much pain in the hearts of mothers and fathers too, where it comes to their children. And so unfortunately, sometimes it takes a drastic event to occur in their lives for them to realize that what my mom is saying to me and what my mom is trying to impart in me is actually good for me. you
Right,
know a lot of times we don't recognize that until we get older. We
right,
think, oh, parents just don't understand. We
yeah,
remember that song. But it's a mindset, like you said, that needs to be changed. And mothers, like, what can mothers do when they have a son that they're, see their father in jail? Now the son wants to go to jail just so that they can be with their father.
yeah. I mean, a lot of moms just need to, a lot of times. Um, so I think a lot of times what happens is that mom oftentimes is in pain.
Yeah.
She's in pain from relationship with dad or relationship with previous boyfriend, or even relationship with her father.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't harmonious. It was an unfulfilling relationship. And so a lot of times moms carry those issues into the relationship with their sons.
Hmm.
And it becomes a lot of criticizing, and it becomes a lot of as opposed to really just encouragement. A lot of times I think moms will kind of criticize or badmouth the son in a way of saying, hey, don't you just like your dad, or don't
Mm.
be like your dad. And that's mom's way of trying to get him to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
but but my mom moms have to encourage the son themselves, and understand that yeah, he's the father's son, but he's a different person.
Hmm.
He's got his own mindset, he's got his own personality.
Hmm.
And just because he's his biological son doesn't mean he's going to end up like him. Doesn't
Right.
mean he's going to do the same things he's doing. Moms have to really be focused on changing their son's perspective,
Mm.
and and explaining to them, again, that spiritual aspect, giving them that God consciousness, giving them that 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 foundation of really knowing who they are, what they are, where they come from, and knowing that God loves them.
Ah.
A lot of times boys just don't feel like nobody loves them, particularly if their dad is not there.
True.
Or their mom, if they feel like their mom is always kind of riding them, or kind of being on their back or whatever, they don't feel love.
Yeah,
And so it's important that young men feel love too.
that's true.
My son, I tell him I love him every day.
Ah, that's good.
He tells me, yeah, I love you too, Dad.
That's good.
Um, he's tall as I am. He's taller than I am, and he's 13, and I give him hugs. That's another thing too, affection.
Hmm.
You gotta show your kids love. You gotta show your kids affection.
Hmm.
And a lot of times that's where I think a lot of kids simply don't get that at home. They don't get the love. They don't get attention. They want somebody to talk to. They want somebody to check in with them. You know, it's like a lot of times, you know, I check in. I ask my kids a lot of times that I teach. Hey, you know, what do you and your parents talk about when you sit around at home at the dinner table? Oh, we don't do that. We don't sit around the dinner table and talk. They go to their room, I go to my room, and you know, I see them the next day or maybe the day after that.
Oh man.
And so there's no communication. There's no, you know, nobody's really showing a lot of kids concern to really say, hey, you're important. You're important. So let me check in with you to see how your day was. What's anything you want to talk about? What's on your mind? Let me see what's going on with you. So, you know, that's important for mothers to do as well as fathers.
Yeah, it's like a lost art. You know, sitting at the table or just eating together, even if it's in the den or in the couch or something. Just eating together is you hardly find that, and
Right.
that's a good time for parents to be able to communicate with their kids. You know, check with them and see what happened at school. Hey, you know, how are you doing? What's going on? Let's check their temperature, as
Right.
opposed to
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely.
mothers have a lot of responsibility, and it's hard. I have one student that he's not, he's in a blended family, and he's just not getting along with his stepfather. And it appears that, you know, mom is just at the wit's end with the son, not realizing, hey, let me step in and see what the dynamics is between these two, her husband and the son, and see how to fix it. So son's running away, son's doing vaping and anything else that he can catch his hands on, and mom is just like, I don't know what to do, I'm done. Then it's like, wait a minute now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, those are tough situations, but it's important, you know, the biggest responsibility is not on the child.
No.
It's on the mom and the dad. It's on the mom and the stepdad. So a lot of times, stepdads, they have to, and again, it goes back to kind of like what I first said. A lot of times men are just, they're not real self-confident themselves to begin with. So, if you don't have a lot of self-confidence in yourself, and you're really not self-assured yourself, then all your relationships are gonna suffer. Relationships with everybody, including your children, your stepchildren.
Yeah.
But when you're confident, and you're genuine, you're a genuine person, and you really are a transparent person, and really you see the best in people. You got to see the best in people. Because kids can pick up on that. Kids know when you don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm an educator. You're an educator, and kids know when a teacher doesn't like them. I have kids come to me all the time, and it's like, such and such teacher don't like me. Kids, like, why you say that? I can tell. I know how they act. I can see how they look at me, how they talk to me. Kids come to me all the time, and it's like, such and such teacher don't like me. So I can tell. I know how they act. I can see how they
Smart.
look at me. Kids come to me all the time, and it's like, such and such teacher.
Smiles. DJ Smiles. Up and live. Welcome to the Positive Forces Show, sir. Mentor. You have the radio on in the back. Just kind of either turn it down, as I had to mute you. So go ahead and either turn it down, or you have the as I can hear myself in the back. Yes. You're listening to You Choose Radio, y'all. I have Mr. James Hatter and DJ BJ Smiles on with me so far. Oh man, here is
dedicate this one to.
This is for the mother. It's for Ja Crew.
Over the world. This one's for you. Mama finds you done struggle with us over the years. We love you. Love you, my mother. Endlessly. Queen of
You Choose Radio Live.
all the mothers of the world, this is for you. This one's for you, mom. Been through the struggle you won. God bless your two ones. Wash me clothes and cook me food. And when I see perform, she's the greatest mom. Mama, I love you. Queen of my home. Oh,
Smiles.
oh, queen of my heart.
Let me unmute you, Smiles.
Diamonds for
Not hearing you very well.
rubies and pearls. Mothers of the world, sickness for you.
Fix up the thing, Smiles. Fix up the volume, Smiles. Fix it up, fix it up.
Just
Come true, yo. Come
in
true.
this world, it's you.
Pat, I'm from Jamaica, man. I'm from Yard Hatter.
I know.
One favorite girl in this world.
Try again, Smiles. Try again.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. First the uniform. Send me school, said one. Running your dream. She's a loser. Mama, I love you, I love you, I love you, yeah. Queen of my heart.
Smiles, maybe you want to log out and then log back in.
Mothers of the world, sing this for you. Diamonds for you. Rubies and pearls. Mothers of the world, sing this for you. Gold crown for you. Queen of the world. She want me know, she been me happy. And when me search me,
Pick up yourself this Saturday afternoon.
rude, she tell me happy. Mama, yeah. She do it alone without me daddy. Just still provide when she not have it. Oh, hey, hey, oh. There is just one queen in this world. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Hey, just one favorite girl. Oh, mama.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Hey, this one's for you, mom. Been to the struggle you won. God bless you.
Claudette Brumfield, happy Mother's Day.
Those that cook me food and
Julie Bailey, happy Mother's Day.
she's the greatest mom.
Veronica Ellis, I love your mother.
I love you, love you.
To my co-host, Yola Lewis.
Yeah,
Hope you're having a happy Mother's Day weekend.
yeah.
Pastor Dr. Wendy Mitchell, I hope you're having one too. Even though in the midst of death, there is still life.
Mama, I love you, just one queen in this world. It's you, it's you.
Levels of sound.
Levels.
Levels of sound.
Up and live. Such man to live. Yes. Thank you, Smiles. Thank you for coming on. How are you doing, sir?
Could not be better. I don't have my makeup enough to myself. You know? I'm here and thing. You see it? So I have to. You see it? Good night, sir. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Could not be better, my brother. Bald-headed brother. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Why you look smoked out? You look like you can't see you
I don't know.
clearly.
It just I seen it. I'm like, what's this? I'm in a total different room from the radio room, so you know I have to get
You
away
didn't
from the
stay in
crowd.
your studio, man. You kidding me?
Nah,
Man,
it's a bunch of noise going on now. You don't really want no, dude.
well, no, never mind, never mind, never mind. We're paying tributes to mothers today. Thank you so much for being with us. We were talking to Mr. Hatter. We're just talking about, reminiscing about mothers and how they deal with their kids not being able to do what they're supposed to do, how to how to handle situations where, say, you have your wife and the mother doesn't like the wife. How would you handle that, Smiles? You have your girl, you have your wife, and your mother's like, yo, I don't think that's the right one for you. How do you handle that?
It depends because your mom could be right and she could be right.
All right,
All
all
the
right.
time,
Oh,
parents right.
Smiles, what?
The mom could be right as well as she could. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like if every man been through a situation like, your mom, there's a girl the mom don't like and for certain reasons, but it's you, the man, have to take that feeling now. And then if you with that woman for 10, 15, 20 years and some grandkids and something happen next 40 years, my dog will say, me tell you,
True,
me
true.
tell you to leave the witch. So it
Oh,
just depends on after the kids, how the grandparents treat them, the dad and the mom. It's just basically how that is. And you know what I mean, keep the gratitude parent, there's a lot of gratitude parent going on right now with everyone, with kids and and that's what's messing up a whole lot of thing right now. That'll change. The kids them can do any little crap. And then tomorrow them get a PlayStation and get on $200 shoes and
true.
get this and get that. So and if a kid say right now, oh, mention just the kids them smart nowadays. The kid them will say, can I see dad? Here you go, $1,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, just to make
Here you
sure that
go.
doesn't happen. Yeah,
Can I see dad? It's like, oh, you get an F. Oh, can I see dad this weekend? Ah,
yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
worse even now with
Mm,
them young generation. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, the good fathers. Happy for Mother's Day to all the good fathers, the strong mothers. Mothers that do it by themselves and thing. And if you don't have to do it by yourself, don't make your feelings hurt up your feelings and make you have to do it by yourself and it hurt the kid. You hear me?
Right.
Because I know
that is true. That is
women get
true.
caught up in her feelings and
Yeah.
all them thing and deprive the child and the child get a lot of deprived from the daddy and the other rest of family. Them things
Mhm.
supposed to stop. And
Yeah.
2022 Mother's Day. See Ukraine are going with thing, they must support Ukrainian more than they must support the black people them. So
Right.
step up on a thing, black people.
Mm.
80% of what's in stock exchange, Wall Street, is white family owner operated.
Mm. Yeah.
And it have to do with wife and husband and the kids, right? I want to have a nice relationship and sort out the things. So every day is Christmas. Some man for
Every
live.
day is Christmas. Hey, every day is Christmas. Every day is Mother's Day, right?
Every day is Christmas. Every day Mother's Day. Every day. If you can farm, if you can wake up and live life, just enjoy life. That's why my name myself DJ Smiles. You know, coming on nobody around me, make me sad enough, Kimone.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
nobody.
I'm the same way, man. If you bring some negative vibes to me, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm
Nah,
out.
man, I'm gone, man. Nah, man. Only bad vibes supposed to get her from police.
And the police
You
need
need
to
your
treat
bad.
us nice too. The police need to treat us nice as well. What are some of the fun? What are some of the fun? And access to Mr. Hatter too. So, what are some of the fond memories you had with your mother growing up?
She
She
teaching me to
probably
cook.
to cook. Ah,
Yeah. Mother
interesting.
said, you better learn to cook. Because some woman might shit and put period in your food. Scared the living Jesus out of me.
Thanks, Miles.
Me say, when you start looking at the shelf, them I say, oh, salt, mustard, vinegar, butter, pepper. Yeah? I have to learn it. And, the different flavors. And, you know what I'm saying? Just like places on the beach and all them things with your family and all them things, you know what I mean? But the cooking part was like, just see, my mother grew up like, can farm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
She know her farming and thing and she farm and do the right thing. And
right.
she's a seamstress. Mom's a seamstress, so she know. measurements and tailoring and all of them things. So I learn a
Okay.
lot when it come on to people might not know, but there's a little smart mathematical, scientific side of Smile. So my mother me get that side from. And
You
then the
don't know
teaching
about you, Smile.
and the teaching side me get from the father part. So the head might have
Okay.
big, but you know, look at something like
Of course, a lot to
you
do.
know, so the two parents them and thing, but with mother now, yeah, with cooking with mother, them thing them kind of remember still and thing. Me it's not a good baker. I don't know about baking and I'm not really too good with that, but yeah, man, to cook for save my life and save everybody. You understand me? So them thing there. And mothers teach a son for cook because the girls them do what?
You said pee in their food and put
Shit,
wow.
shit and period. The little boys them listen to this, you have to hear it. Learn for cook.
That's horrible though.
Yes.
And you
And
know what? That is true. Women, to get back at men, they do evil. To me, that's evil. They do evil and wicked things like that. I've heard of that. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And it's like,
I
how do
want
you
somebody
know?
to do that to your son.
Jesus have mercy. Ah, you heard that, Hatter? Hatter, did you hear that?
No, I actually didn't. What'd he say?
He said you need to teach your son how to cook so that when he grows older, a woman won't pee or poop or what? Put period menstrual stuff in his food. That's what he
That's how you teach. That's how you teach your son to cook. You go straight to the point. You better learn to cook because you don't want a woman to put some stuff in your food. Shit, piss, period. Just go hardcore with it. But let me tell you something. These kids are tough these days. You have to be tough with the teaching. Listen to me, man. You give a kid a knife and an orange, they can't even peel an orange, man. They want to go to Walmart, man, buy orange juice.
You,
So you got to be like,
you got to make sure you get the right woman. Then if you worried about that, you got to make sure you get one that don't have that kind of possibility in her future.
no, I try to date women that can't cook, don't know how to cook, and don't want to cook. I do the cooking. Just because of
alleviate all of that, right?
just because of that. I don't want you to cook, not even fry egg. You're not gonna tamper with my food, baby.
Oh my God, Smiles. You took, hey, man, listen, it's already 4 minutes to 6. DJ
No,
Kazi.
we could go till 10 o'clock, but nobody's coming on. Roger Kaj ain't coming on.
Okay,
Kaj got to go on my Mother's Day stuff today.
okay.
So we could go till and Beauty coming on at 10 o'clock. So we could go till 10 o'clock. Let's go. Sure, to send out the Zoom stream. Let's pull out the Zoom thing. Send out the Zoom.
How do you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Hatter. You're welcome to the show.
He's frozen. I can't. We're not seeing your video.
Yeah,
Live.
I think they're on the phones or something.
All right. So your wit, and your charm. What personality have you got from your mother, Smiles? I already asked that to Mr. Hatter, but he's frozen. I'm not sure where he at.
My personality, my strictness. And the strictness comes after you don't pass your place. Then you're not gonna like me after that. And I don't give a damn. Come on, my son love me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who it is. You don't have to like me.
Mm-hmm.
After they really tell you the business.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it personal if you want. I don't give a flying fly. You feel me? I'm gonna get that strictness from my mom because she used to teach seamstress and she still do. So she's an easy teacher. She's soft, you know what I'm saying? Like with the whole teaching, and that's when we get like that passion part from like, okay, you can mess up 1,000,000 times. I understand all of that. But with me throw people at the fire, you know.
Yeah, man, burn them up.
If you haven't learned something, I might not even show you. I might just throw you in the fire and like, hey, that's the same way I learned it. Just like my mom did.
And it worked.
It works so beautiful.
I'm glad she didn't throw you in the ocean in Jamaica in the river. It's like, just
I
swim.
learn to swim. Come on, you're good, man. Paddle, man. And when you find out so you can't stand up, you say, oh, sure.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, learn a lot. And as I say, every boy in the womb, them is a female first, then them grow out and come out. And of course, the first person on earth was a female.
Ah, let's hear that. Let's hear that. Let's hear that.
Where does men get fingernails, and why does men got fingernails?
That's how God made them.
Why do men have nipples? Where do men get nipples from?
That's how God made them.
Eyelash. Where men get eyelash? What use of eyelash from a man? Where we get it from? And what I mean, eyebrow, eyelash. What also eyelash? What the use of an eyelash on a man?
To help you to make sure that restricts dirt from getting into your eye, just like hairy
What
and
men
off.
get, why does a man get eyebrows? Where we get
Okay,
it
so
from? Do we need it?
of course you need it. If you
To do
didn't
what?
need it, God wouldn't give it to
Where
you.
am I not doing nipples? Where we get nipples from?
That's the image of God that you have, man. Talk to me.
God,
Talk.
listen. It says in the beginning, the creator. When I use God, because most people I use God and don't know what God is. God is a white woman. We can't get on that.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Hatta, are you
In
there?
In the beginning, whosoever created man and the being. Now, when them say it go, then created man from their being.
Uh-huh.
Then they create man, man, like man with cocky. Their image. Which image? Female image. That's where man came from, the female image. Saying not the Bible, but them just twist it up. And we don't even go by the Bible and things like that, guys. It's not only the Bible. And black people, listen to me, on the blouse and skirt. Every day when I get up, I ask black people, how many books or how many times you read a book from Africa on a daily basis? Most people don't. Then I ask them how many times you read a book from Europe. And they say they don't. I say they read the Bible every day. That's from Europe. You don't read one damn book from the Bible from Africa per day. But you read a European book every day. Ain't that some ish?
Wait, okay, so I had to Hatta, are you there?
You choose the radio of the world.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Man, you've been frozen for like 5 minutes.
Text out.
Oh. Yeah, I'm driving over to a graduation. Like I said, I'm going to a young lady's graduation, so I got turned around. So I'm trying to get over here to the address.
Okay, all right. So Smiles.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I want you to say that again because we need some clarity on this.
You mean
We
now where
want,
does man come from?
we want you to expound on this a little bit more. And Hatta, you can jump in, chime in anytime you want.
Okay.
Where does
Okay.
man come from? Like man, the human being, man. Like we,
Right.
men, woman was made first, all right? And men came after. They make men after the woman image of a woman. Because that's how men get nipples and eyelashes and titties, fingernails and toenails.
I don't know
What
about
is that?
that. I don't know about that one.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Oh, Hatter, I like this guy right here. Prove me wrong, Hatter.
I don't know about that one.
Prove it wrong, Hatter. What are men doing with eyebrows? What we get that for? What's the use of eyebrows?
I mean, the thing is that I mean, it's kind of like you have God decorated our face, right? God is creative. God like flowers. He like colors. God like things that look good. He gave us beards. It's the reason why he gave men beards. They give women beard. Women. That's why women have better eyelashes. They have better eyebrows, and their skin is clean and all that stuff because they're the fair sex. He made men rough. God does everything for a reason, right? Like Mo said, eyelashes, help keep
The dirt, the dust out.
things out of our eyes, and eyebrows actually help with the glare of the sun. You never ever notice that? It helps cut down the glare of the sun. Like back in the day, we were in Africa, right? We were in a different climate, very bright,
No, in this
a
climate,
lot of
Hatter.
light. Huh?
Look, what a man doing with eyebrows? Where do we get it from?
Well, I'm telling you, they help cut down the glare of the sun.
The
You
glare
ever
of the
notice how
sun. Okay, all right.
you ever
All right, I'm
notice
gonna
how
take that, Hatter.
baseball players and football players, they put the black under their eyes. They put the black under their eyes. That actually helps cut down the glare of the sun.
Okay, so what does man do with nipples then? Let's get off the eyebrow eyelashes because I got more for you, Hatter. What we do with nipples? We'll get
Now
nipples from.
some of this stuff you're gonna have to go to
Breastfeed.
God with, my brother. Some of this stuff you're gonna have to go to God with, brother. You know, you're gonna have to see God on some of this stuff, brother.
All right.
I don't claim to have all the answers. I don't claim to have all the answers.
All right.
Just some of them. Just some of them.
All right. Let's pause for a second, and we're gonna welcome Apostle Bishop Dr. Vaden Grant. He's my apostle, and he's online on the phone. Welcome, sir, to You Choose Radio and the Positive Forces Show.
Thank you. How are you?
Doing well, sir. Thank you for coming on.
Happy pre-Mother's Day.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Lord.
Appreciate that. On the panel we have Mr. James Hatter, and he's an educator as well. And DJ VJ Smiles, one of my mentors here on the radio. He's on. So it's just us talking, and Smiles is bringing up some controversial things here.
Okay. Let me see if I can chime in. I like controversy, especially with intelligent black men.
All right. Go ahead, Smiles. Ask him the question about the eyebrows.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Could not be better. In the beginning, God created man, and man was made off his own image. Who was first, the woman or the man?
Who was first, the woman or the man?
Yes, sir.
The man, of course.
You got proof of that?
Huh?
You got proof of that?
Yes. The proof is that he had to put the man to sleep to take the woman out of the man.
From the rib, yes.
Yes. First he created Adam, and Adam was male and female compacted. Then he put Adam to sleep, and he took the rib out and formed a wombed man.
Adam, the same Adam and Eve?
Yes.
You know Eve was his daughter, right?
Say it again.
You know Eve was his daughter.
Eve was his. Say it one more time.
Eve was Adam's daughter.
Eve was Adam's daughter. You have proof
Eve was
of that?
Adam's daughter. His wife was Lilith.
All right, tell me the proof.
It's in the book that we read every day, the New Testament, the Old Testament. That's why in America they don't let you read certain testament because they don't want black people to learn certain stuff in certain books. Lilith was his first wife, and Eve was his daughter. That's why I say don't touch the fruit. That's his daughter, the snake, his penis.
Okay, I don't have proof of that, so I can't
Okay,
concur with you.
I missed the
I've heard
proof.
of the controversy, but I
Happy
don't
Mother's
have
Day. Eve was his daughter, sir. I did theology in college and a whole lot of stuff. That's why Kimone put me on today. I'm deep in it.
All
And
right.
the woman was built first.
One
Because
of
the
the
big
things
question, the question I would like to ask, like every.
not-
Go ahead. Sorry, I
Go ahead.
apologize.
Go ahead. Who's going first, Apostle or?
No, I was saying,
I'm saying one of the things I won't do, I won't agree to something that I don't know, and I won't say that you're wrong either. So probably my knowledge is limited, and probably yours may be erroneous. I don't know, but I don't hold to that particular view.
Something that Christians didn't know either is that the word God is a white woman.
The word God is a what?
Is that God is a white woman called Godiva. Back in the days of the Knights Templar, I'm not going to explain the whole Satan stuff. When they grab the books and bring the books to the Catholics, to the popes, they changed their names to Jesus Christ Defenders. And at that time, they have several saints. And one of the saints was Godiva, which was a white woman. And they used to send people to say, go to Godiva for blessings, go to Godiva for blessing. Then it's turned into go to God for blessing. Then they rewrite and turn the white woman God into a white man God. And I could prove that.
Okay.
And the
We
word
don't
hell,
believe in God as Elohim.
Well, well,
I don't use the word God. I use creator.
God is not the word God. That's not
God is a white
God's
woman.
name.
God is a white woman.
Yeah, I mean, but
Look it up.
that's not God's name. That's not his name, though. You know,
Right.
Who,
That's
Jesus
true.
Christ? Let a
that's
J
not his,
didn't come until
that's not his
600
real
years after
that's not his
Jesus.
real name
And
either. That's
what's his
not
real name?
Jesus. Is not his real name either.
What's his real name?
It's not Jesus,
You know how you guys named Jesus?
huh?
You know how his guy named Jesus?
No, so that's not his. That wasn't his Hebrew name. That was basically translated. That's not what he was called. And God is not God's name. That's just his. That's you know, and more of a sense, it's kind of like a title, but that's not his name.
So wouldn't be creator better than to say God?
I say again.
Wouldn't the word creator better to say more than God?
Well,
Yeah,
it's a
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it all depends how you look at it.
Is McDonald's a burger?
Burger.
Is
No, I'm asking, is McDonald's a burger?
Yes, it
When
is a
you
burger. Yes, it is a burger. To
in
some
golden
people,
arches, you
to
know that
some
that's
people,
a McDonald's sign.
let's go there. To some people, it's a burger.
to some people, McDonald's is a burger.
But if you cannot make a burger and you don't know how to read up about a burger and know where a burger originates from and know the truth about a burger, you cannot talk about a burger to DJ Smiles.
All right. The truth of the matter is, again, God is a concept,
The creator,
because God is a
creator,
concept.
white woman is a concept.
Now somebody said creator, somebody else would say savior is a concept.
Savior. Savior and creator is different.
He's a creator, yes, in one sense of the word, and then he's other things in other sense of the word. So creator from what perspective? As far as mankind go, as far as the human race go, as far as of humanity, or what, creator in what way? In Genesis, from the Genesis account?
The word creator is better. You know, the word hell is a white woman.
The word hell is a what?
It's a white woman. They used to damn people to hell. I damn you to hell, damn you to hell, which is right above Africa, between Africa and Italy. There's a place where she used to be the Viking queen. Her name is Hell, Hel, and used to damn people to hell, because she used to go around and kill Vikings and be like a tough soldier, and they damn people to hell. And all of a sudden, hell turns into a place. Just like the word rapture, there's no word rapture, and they're going to rewrite the Bible and put the word rapture in it, and everybody going to start following it. So there's no such thing as hell.
No, but if you look at the word hell in the Bible, it's Gehenna, and one is Gehenna and one Hades. One is the grave and one is the dump, or the garbage dump. So the reality of hell is, again, following an etymology, it could be the grave where people are buried, the physical grave where people are buried, and then a garbage dump for the waste of souls. So when somebody uses the word hell, in one context, they're talking about the grave, and then when they use the word hell, they're talking about the place of damned souls. So if somebody else comes up with another nuance and say, well, this is the place where hell was in actuality, and so people have taken it because we have also taken words and used them within the parameters of our societies. Like there are words you guys use in Jamaica that we don't use in Trinidad, but they mean and somebody says a curse word when you use it, and if I use it, it's not a curse word.
But people of the
So
Bible,
those words would be
people
better.
of the Bible don't know where words original from, and that's what's messing up the Bible. They don't know certain words originate from, and it's messing up a lot of people's head. Even the word devil, it's the only person could have the devil in them is a woman or a faggot, because the word devil means devil stick, diablo. So how you could have a devil in you if you don't use the dildo, which is the devil stick? Look it up.
The word devil means diablos means what did he say? I didn't get the end of the word.
The word diablo means devil stick, and that's why they said people have the devil in them, because they used to use a stick and masturbate. And the only people could use stick up in them is either a woman or a faggot. There's no reason for a man. There's no way a man could be a devil unless you're using a devil stick up in you. So me personally, I could never have the devil in me. So people words will mess, and it's been messing up a lot of black people. And a lot of black people, we're educators. We invent the languages, and we are just not doing it right. We never used to have to use certain chemicals. When black people used to fight war, not even one shot used to fire, not one pistol, because we used to starve all the carnival eating animals, and we used the dead skin of the animal and catapult them over to the crackers and let go of the animal eating creatures, and they devour. One shot fire. And that's what they use amongst the Indians here in America when they catapult all them with a chicken pox or whatever over. So we don't have to fight a war. So black people have to get back to original when it comes down to cookings and herbs and seasoning food, and get the thing right, and get the family thing right, and get back to trading. Instead of doing this Bitcoin thing and this money thing, that's not helping us. Get back to trading, get back to farming, get back to know how to plant. Grow some chicken and some pigs if you don't eat pigs. Stop all of this trying to get a 2-6 bedroom and all these little fancy stuff. Try to get a farmland.
But can I ask you a question?
Yes, my brother.
In practicality, do you think the world would ever go back, or is it constantly moving forward?
It's the
Whether forward
same
is
place. It's at the same spot.
backward is another concept because of technology and development and pollution. But is it move? Do you think it will ever go back? The ideal may be to get back to agrarian society. But can I ask another question? If we were in an agrarian society, would we have these platforms to use, these technologies to use?
Well, we're at the same spot. We're at the right spot we're supposed to be. Everything is just improvement. If you don't like it, the improvement, don't use it. Everything's improving. It's the same rock, it's the same sea, the same ocean. Okay, we'll move from rock Pangea now to stuff separating in islands. It's the same, and it will never go back to traditional, where some people say, okay, go back. What do you want to go back to? Magnet and copper and steel and digging rocks out and don't have metal to put the diamond. It's the same. Cuss word is cuss word. Good word is good word. It's just how people live their life. And you don't have to accept how people live, but just be aware of it. But it's the same technology right now. In 18, don't get me wrong, 1888, I think that's when the Office of Patent stopped, because there was no new invention. Black people don't invent everything. So everything's at the same spot now with technology and everything, reading books now is in computers, now is in the iCloud. It's just the same. We're the same spot. And history be made right here on the same rock that history was made millions of years before, when all the rock was Pangea, according to history. I don't remember the second question.
right, Mr. Kimone, we need to have another discussion. I need to
Oh yeah.
be physically there because I'm not getting all the words correct.
Yes, I know. I definitely. We're going to set it up. We're going to set it up. We're going to set it up. Yes, DJ Spies. A couple years from now, I'm gonna change the name to King Conrad.
Yo. King Conrad. All right, yeah.
Oh man, Kimmy, we could go on later,
No, but
later.
I like I like the conceptualization, but I'm wondering if what we conceptualize and what we live, if there's a reality to it, because we live in a world with paradigms and we have paradigm shifts. And something the previous speaker said, I don't know his name, so I'm not going to try to call his name, but he said we have to be aware. And I think we could be miseducated and as to what the things that we should be aware of. But again, is it a Eurocentric? Is it an Afrocentric concept? Is it a Christian concept? Is it an atheist concept? Which concept are we living from? If it's biblical, is it authentic Bible as is the original, or is it the another version or another perversion of what the scriptures is? So, which concept are we living by?
Generalization.
Or how are we perceiving how we live?
Generalization. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it, but be aware of it. Generalization. You don't have to accept it, but be aware of it. You don't have to accept a rapist. Be aware he's a rapist. You have to accept a faggot. Be aware he's a faggot. You have to accept a criminal. Be aware he's a criminal. You have to accept a loser, but be aware he's a loser. You don't have to accept nothing in this world, but be aware of it. And if you can't live your life like that, you're gonna be hurt. The food we eat right now make you either super gay, super aware, or super angry.
That's why I like praying. No. That's why I like praying and fasting. I'm trying to stay away from the food altogether.
Oh, sir, you gotta repeat that. You said the food we eat do what?
I'm understanding what the speaker is saying, because awareness is key. Even the Bible declares to us we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So I guess we need knowledge to for survival or to live, and we need different levels of light and understanding to arrive at the place where we should have been in the first place, at our godness.
Yeah.
But again,
So Hatter, Mr. Hatter
let me
couldn't
concur.
hear.
Huh?
Mr. Hatter couldn't hear the three things: super gay,
It's
super
three
aware.
things. It's either make you super gay, super angry, or super aware.
In queer and gay, the same thing.
Same thing. LPPTPGLIK, all alphabet.
Please let me know the diet that makes you super gay, so I can definitely stay away from that and super angry.
We are getting punished because we got out of the slave field and the cotton field, and now white folks said, whatever we plant, your niggas better eat that mother trucker, stuff it down your damn face. You're not eating by cholesterol, and you're not eating by your blood type. You better eat what we eat. We're training you that when we go to the moon to give you powder biscuit, powder beef, powder chicken, powder water. You could mix all the powder up together and have surf and turf, niggas.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I mean, I definitely believe there's something in the food. I definitely believe that.
The closest planet is called YU Scooty, which got water, land, beaches, all of that. To reach there is going to take 1,000 years, meaning my great, there will be no orange trees, no breadfruit. If we take off with Elon Musk, it's going to take 1,000 years. Not even Elon Musk's great grandkids going to make it.
Oh, wow.
So we better take care of what we got. It's called YU Scooty.
There you go. You're right.
King Conrad.
What's your opinion?
Let me change my name to King Conrad right now.
Listen. Smiles comes up with these
All right,
things.
what you rather be called? Everybody on the panel, right? Where you rather be called? Whether you rather be called Negro, Black, I'd rather be called the first tribe on earth.
First tribe, of course.
There's Adam.
I would prefer to be called Adam.
Adam had sex with his daughter.
What's that?
Adam had
He
sex with
says
his
Eve
daughter.
is Adam's daughter.
Say it again.
He's saying Eve is Adam's daughter.
And I could prove that to you.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, if all of us came out of one we're having sex with our family. Yes. Yes or no? All of us came out of one marriage. We having sex with our family members.
Okay, let's talk about that now.
I don't know. I'm putting that on the panel. Is that true or false?
All right, let's talk about family members. The first law that was made for black men was not to sleep with their child back then, because that's what bring albinos and albinos that bring white folks. When black men back in the days, okay, Rakapangia, y'all know the history of Rakapangia, when it starts separating and black people alone on the earth, and kids are going this way and kids are going that way and no contraceptive, and you walk for 4 or 5 days with your little 16-year-old girlfriend and having sex, one baby come, 6 daughter come, and the dad alone by himself with 6 daughter plus his wife, what the dad gonna do? Now, okay, all right, turn it around. If the dad and the mom has 6 sons and the dad makes 7, how they gonna have kids? Let's put it back to where they have 7 daughters and just the dad and the wife make it 8. And the dad have sex with the daughter after 75 to 175 years, one of them child gonna come out as an albino through a black woman's coochie. And guess what? When 2 albinos come up, 4 albinos sleep with each other, that's where white folks come from. And black folks sleep with white folks and albinos, and that's where the tribes come from. And I could prove that.
Yeah, we'd like
Okay.
to see that.
Albinos. Can black people have albinos? That's the only
Can what
black
now?
people are the only. You know what happened when 2 albinos have a baby? There's a school in Brooklyn. There's a school in Brooklyn with albinos from Caribbean parents only. A school that take all albinos from Caribbean parents only.
What's that? You know the name of that school?
I don't remember the school. I used to date this girl that have an albino cousin, and I used to take her there. Okay? When she started dating.
Can I have some written material on this information?
Yeah, I like that too.
What information you need? Have you seen a black woman have an albino baby? Have you ever seen a black woman? Have you ever seen a black woman have an albino baby? Have you ever seen a black person have a white baby?
Yes, I've seen that.
Okay, so when 2 albinos, say 2 black women have 2 albino babies and they sleep together, what do you think the baby gonna come out? Blue eye, green eye, purple eye, white as a motherfucker. I got a mixed son, and if you sleep with a white woman right now, I'm having a white grandkids.
Hey, I got to sign off. Come on, I got to sign off. I got to run to the graduation. But this is a quite interesting conversation here that DJ Smiles has introduced to us. But I'm gonna have to continue it on another show.
It's a pleasure, my boy, my friend.
Hey, same here. Hey, thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Love, my respect. Yeah. Salute, my brother.
Thank you for being on, man.
No problem. All right. Next time.
And I would really like us to continue this BT program.
Definitely.
Miles, like what?
You see, like a lot of Rastafarians, like I'm Jamaican, right? I used to have Rasta dreads down to halfway. There's some real serious Rastafarian where them solid, and them come up to me and them salute Smiles. I mean, just say, yo, Bridget, me I talk some man, we have some albums, you know, Kimmy, some big, long album, you know, big album, Rastaman, we are sing about bubble thing and bubble thing, 12 tribe and 80 tribe, it's up so. See, and stay so. I'm going to say, hold on, Bridget, don't you ever salute and show me the white palm of your hand before me I'm getting a problem and you're a Rastaman. If you show me the white palm of my hand, that means you got an army that need help and can be conquered. When you turn it so, you may need help. And when you turn it so, I don't need no help. You now surrender. I now beg you. I mean, blood clam must ask you help. I need it. And I say a salute. And black people all in Jamaica, I tell Rastaman, say, no, come salute to me and show the white palm in your hand. I can name some Rastaman for me tell to salute. Correct. You feel me? So there are a lot of things where black people will lose out of. Like even look on CAT scan, magnet. What do you think we used to heal people back in the days? Magnet. Everything, animal, human being, everything, magnet. We used to eat diamond dust to get rid of cancer. Aluminum dust, silver, dirt. When woman pregnant, what do you mean? Sometimes.
You used to wash the dirt?
Yeah, when woman eat, you see them eat all chalk and look at white dirt on the mall of Jamaica. Right? Right, Kimmy?
Yes.
You're a teacher, don't you eat chalk?
No.
When you're pregnant, you don't eat chalk. When you're pregnant, you need chalk. Don't you know some of your friends will eat chalk, don't it? Right?
Some people eat chalk and dirt, yes, people do.
Top fire. Right now, if you want to get rid of cancer, 2 ways to get rid of cancer. Is either you're going to spend $500 and get the finest diamond dust and swallow that sucker, and it's going to come through your skin, or you do a 7-day water diet. 7-day water diet kill every germs and every disease in your body.
All right. Okay, there you have it.
To be continued.
To be continued. Smile.
King Conrad.
Big up yourself.
All right, Kimmy. Love people. Keep it locked to YouTube'sradio.com. DJ Smiles. Later on, we have a cookout for 124 down there, so Rockbridge. I remember the address, I think at 80, 81. Rock Chapel Road, the same as 124. That's how the Mighty Daddy Axe movements and King Survival. I string up 2 sound, I string up sound, I pull up a Saturday Mother's Day thing, fish fry thing, so I pull up good food and sitting. So pull up like Tonya, Georgia, DJ Smiles, you choose with that come. Ras Dog, big up your damn self. Eh? Sweet, bigger than the biggest broom in a foreign.
Happy Mother's Day.
Positivity.
IDY.
You will always be there for me. So when you're lost and you're tired, when you're broken in two, let my love take you higher. 'Cause I still turn to you. I still turn to you. I still turn to you. It was 94, the year that everything started to change from before. You had to be a woman, you were forced to change your ways, to change your ways. And you found the Lord, He gave your life to Him and you could not ignore the love He had for you, and now we wanted more of your heart. So when you're lost and you're tired, when you're broken,
Happy Mother's Day, mothers.
let my love take you higher. 'Cause I still turn to you. I don't know what to do if you left me, so please don't go away. Everything that you are is who I am. Who I am today.
rock with us each and every Saturday from 4 to 6. We ran over today, but that's okay. This is for the mothers. This is for the mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for my guests that were on. James Haddon, DJ VJ Smiles, and of course, Apostle Veda Grant. Appreciate you coming on. You guys be safe. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them. It may be the only time that they hear it. All right? Take the time, make the call. Life tomorrow is not promised. Guys, have a fantastic week. We Choose Radio. This is Positive Forces Show.